So now we're gonna work on the buttons right here. So I can go back and let me close the left side like that, and then let me close it, and then after that we're gonna have the other div on the right, which is gonna be called friendship. Okay, which is display them, it goes to the right and also display them in flex. Okay, so we're gonna need a skeleton, so I can take that. Okay, let me remove the style. This is gonna have a height of 36 pixel, and then a width, or maybe like you can add it, like you can do that also. This also works. This is all in pixels, so you can go like 120, and this is gonna be 120 pixel. Okay, so you see it's right here. Okay, let me refresh, and I want to have 3 of them. Okay, so let me copy that. Okay, let me add another div. Let's call it flex, which is gonna be, put them in flex mode. Okay, and I'm gonna have 2 of them like that. And the reason I'm adding this as flex, because this is already flex, so it's gonna have them 3 in the same line. Okay, but if we go back to the small screen, I want the second 2. I want to make this friendship, flex column, and that means this is gonna be in the first row, and this is gonna be under that. Okay, that's why we have a column. I feel like you understand that. We've done this before. If we leave them like this and we change the friendship to column, this is going to be all underneath, and we don't want that. We want, let me see if I can show you. Okay, let me refresh. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to do. As you see, we have 2 under and then 1 on the top. If we remove the flex, we're going to have 3 lines, okay, which is what we don't want. So that's what I'm trying to do. We're going to replicate what we had before. And then we can make one of them like the last one or the second one, whatever, just one of them. Like this is only going to be visible when you are the visitor. Sorry. So when you are the visitor, you can show it. Okay, like that. So let me refresh. Now we are in our profile, so it's going to show 2. But when we are visitor, that means like in this account, it's going to be 3. Okay, so this is how it looks. So it looks fine. Okay. Yeah, so now let's see the responsiveness. So if you go back right here, we have 3. Okay, so we get 3. If we are in my account, okay, I get this problem, which is like 2 on the same, on column. We don't want them like that. I want them in a row like this. Okay, so maybe I can go back to the, what is it? You can add another test. So let me take that, use backticks, have it there. And then when we are not the visitor, then we're gonna add a class name, which is gonna be like fix. Okay, and we can take this class name. That means when we are not the visitor, I want it to be a row. I want it to be in the single row, not a column. Okay, so I can go back to the style, and then right here, add it, and just go flex direction, row, and then add importance like that. So if we refresh right now, okay, it's gonna be 2. Because in our profile, if I go and I'm now the visitor, it's gonna be 3. Okay, which is what we want. And then in the large screens, okay, everything is fine. Refresh. Yeah, everything looks alright. So you can just like change the sizes depending on the screen. I feel like they are too much, maybe 120 feels like too much. I don't know. Yeah, but it's up to you. It's not gonna be a big deal for you. Maybe if you want, you can go back and make them a bit smaller, like 110. You can try values and see. So now I want to work on the colors. Okay, so I want to work on these styles for the colors and also the highlights color. So we need just the class name of this and go and change the attributes or the values. So let me change this to true, so we actually can have it there, so we can see it. Okay, so like that, I can go back and inspect. And as you see, we have this one right here, which is called React Loading Skeleton, which is a span that has all the attributes and the values that I want to change. And as you see, so we can take the class name and go back right here, go back to the style and add it here. That's the first thing. And also want to get the attributes or the variables that it has, which is the base color and the highlights color. Copy them. And then let me go back right here. Okay, and have it. Okay, I can minimize this, and right here we can start like changing the colors. Okay, you just add importance before them. Okay, and right here you want to change it to any color you want, so you can just play with the values. So you can go like to the base color and make it red, and it's gonna move red. And the highlights color could be like green. I don't know, you can just play with the values and make the best possible scenario for you. So let me go CC, for example, for the highlights color. For the base color, sorry, and the highlights color, the color that moves, you want to change it for like, I don't know, DDD, or anything, just something like goes to the black and white, okay, because that's like the most professional color, okay. And as you see now, the effect is like more dominant, and you can see it's actually moved, okay, because you know it's lighter. Let me just see it in the light mode. Okay, you can see it. Yeah, it's actually very nice. And you can change with them, you can add box shadows, you can just do whatever you want. Everything is here to customize it, okay. If you want to change it like to a triangle, you can do that, you know, it's fully customizable, and that's the beauty of it, okay. So it's just a span, you can do whatever you want with it, okay. So let me change it back to what it was, okay. So go back right there, this was loading, so let's go back to loading. Okay, and now it's fine. Let me refresh. Yeah, everything looks fantastic. Now I want to do it the same right here, not the same, but exactly just be a loader. So if we go back to React spinners, we have some spinners that we can use, okay, but it's going to be some work done before that, okay. So let me just go back, and first of all I want to go directly, let me just go down, I want to look for this, okay. So we have the photos, the intro, and friends. I can take all of that. Sorry, I can take all of that like that's got it, and we can use true so we can actually see the new one. So this is what's gonna be. Let's have an empty tag for now, and then else this is gonna be an empty tag also, and we're gonna have what we had before. Let me save. You can see right now we have an empty tag, so we see nothing, okay. So we can use like the same card. So if we go back like to the photos, as you see the profile card, and then it has the header, so we can take that and just replicate it. So I can go back right here, and in the first empty tag I'm gonna add that. I need another closing tag for the div, and save, and you're gonna see right here photos, and see all photos, okay. And then we can have the spinner inside that, okay. So let me just get the spinner, so you can choose whatever you want. I don't know, I've just choose this one before, so I'm gonna use it again. If you want to find like have an image and SVG, anything, you can do that. It's just not a problem, but I just prefer that. So let me go back right here. So let me go up top and get it. So after here, import, and then from is going to be React spinners like that, and then I can go to where it was, okay. So right here, so after the photos, right after the header, we can have like a class name. Let's call this skeleton loader, okay, and we can have it inside, and you can define like the color, which is going to be the same color that we've used before in all of them. Okay, so let me remind myself what the color was, because I don't actually remember. Okay, so let me just see when we had it before. Okay, so let me go back to any components, then like create post, then index, go to the end. We had this, oh, this is white, so it's not that. I actually don't remember which color we had. Yeah, maybe we can go back to the login, and then go back to the login, and in the end we had this load. Where is it for the login? Okay, this one we had this color for the loader. Yeah, sorry about that. You can just copy it from here, okay, as a hex value, and as you see it right now, okay. So maybe I can go back to this div right here, or the class name, and work on it, so we can make like the height 100 pixels, okay, and then do with 100%, and then like display grid, and then place it in the center. So place items, and then center like that, and that's gonna push it to the center like this. You can just like copy that for the friends. So I can go back right here, and they take the same profile card, okay, that we have, and have another one. This is gonna be for friends, okay, and this is gonna be see all friends, okay. And then you can take this one also for the intro. So right here we're not gonna have any header, so it's gonna say intro like that, okay. And as you see it, so this is for the intro, this is for the photo, and this is for friends. You can have different ones if you want, it's up to you. Let me go now to the dark mode. It looks fine, yeah, so everything is fine right here. Let me just use the loader. So right here we're not going to use true, we're going to use loading, and save, okay. And as you see right now, so if I click to another user, it's not going to show me the existing information, but it's showing me just the loader, which is nice. Now we only need to do it for the post right here, okay, because if you go to the post, they still show you this post and then the other post, okay. So when I like actually have a loader right here also, which is going to be pretty simple. I can take the loader right here and then just go down where we go through the post. So this is the post. Before showing anything there, you can see if we are in the loading, we can simply have this loader, else we're gonna go through the post normally like that. Let me save. Okay, so now, okay, this is how it loads. I can click right here. Okay, so let me just see. Yeah, we didn't add the class name. So skeleton loader. Okay, and this inside it. So let me see. Yeah, it's the wrong class name. Let me just get it. Okay, I actually wrote it wrong right here. So it's not a problem. Okay, so let me just add it right here. Okay, so now it's fine. So as you see it, let me refresh. Yeah, and we have it there. This is actually pretty nice. So if you want to add like any effects from here, you can do that. So now you know how to do it, so it's not gonna be hard for you. So I want to do the same thing like for the home page. So I can go right here, take this one right here, the skeleton loader, and then go back to the home, the pages, and then the index. And then before going through all the posts right here, I'm gonna add, if we have the loading, then this is what we're gonna have. This should be loading because we already have the loading right here, as you see. And then else we're just gonna show all the posts normally right here. Okay, and then save. Okay, where is it? So we were right here. Okay, so this is the loading, else I forgot the else, like that, and save. And you can go back to the home page, and as you see, you can have the loader, and as you click right here, it's gonna refresh. So as you see, everything is right here. Everything looks nice. You can just play with the values, change it to make it more suitable for you. And this was all for the skeleton loaders. It wasn't that much. So let me see what we're gonna have next.